Good evening, everyone. Troya After Hours tier list. I want to preface, my older videos are my best work. Well, I like to think they're my best work in terms of production quality, changes, and whatnot. And my older videos are the polar opposite. It's night and day, especially if you look at the thumbnails of how I used to do things then and now. So my first video, this was going to be my channel trailer. Tonight I show you all the show and talk about it. This will be going to F tier. It has long since been unlisted because I wanted to rectify all my mistakes in it with the new channel trailer.
For about 10 to 12 episodes, and once I hit the 10 to 12 episode mark, I'll call that either Season 1 or a complete series, depending on how well it's received.
I did not have to talk about it this much. This goes for 4 minutes and almost 30 seconds. I could have just said, like, the bare minimum in 30 seconds, because no one's just gonna sit here and watch this, right? And about my terrible audio quality in there. That was on a $15 Turtle Beach headset. These videos, up to Minecraft Episode 1, my return, the reboot, were made on a PlayStation 4 Pro Share Factory. So for that reason, these old videos of mine will be going into F tier. Sure, they're history, but the production quality, audio quality, everything about it is so shoddy. Which, fun fact about these thumbnails, I made these on Share Factory too. I made a static video and screenshotted that. If that isn't night and day to how I do things these days with Canva, I don't know what to tell you. So, Minecraft Episode 1, also my return. I made this one, I believe, late year 1 into college. This was when I got interested in this hobby again and used Clipchamp and OBS for the first time. This is definitely history. Not as great in production quality to what I do now, so for that reason, this will go into D tier. Oh, going next into F tier here is rambling for 26 minutes with a free model from VTube Studio. Because I believe around this time, I was really struggling mentally with a lot of stuff, and college work was piling on a lot, so I made this just to get something out. It's a very quiet video too, in audio leveling. Like the Minecraft music in the background, very, very loud, but I was very quiet. In fact, it was terrible. In fact, I got my first hate comment on this video. Also going into F tier, City Skylines 1, Learning the Ropes. I made this a little bit after rambling with a free model. I wasn't learning the ropes. That video was a great big lie. I was actually a very experienced CS1 player back then. But yeah, this is just a very flat, dishonest video that I am ashamed of. My first Resident Evil 4 experience. This will be going into D tier, because this was genuine, and this got me into finishing up Resident Evil 4 remake on my own time. So my headset here was continuously terrible because even though I was in college, I didn't know what to do for like audio and stuff. I took an elective a little bit after this one. My commentary was terrible because of the headset mic I was using at the time. Not the same one as these, it's a different one, but the game ran very well on my laptop. This video is a D tier. Not terrible, not great, but it's genuine. It's an okay watch, I believe. Now, my inside gameplay. I released this, I believe, about 3 to 4 months ago. And in fact, I filmed this. I'm gonna put this here for storage. I filmed this between these two, I believe. And I postponed it like for all of college and only put it out 4 months ago because I underestimated how much work and how many sleepless nights I'd spend and how many monsters I'd be drinking. So going out of the B holding, inside will be going into F tier. It's a very long-winded video. The game ran great. My commentary wasn't stellar because in college I was staying up frequently doing stuff. Okay, now we're into the low-effort reaction content. This was after I graduated a little while ago, and like what I did with the Minecraft reboot, this was me trying to get back into the groove of this hobby. Of course, I was using Clipchamp still. I'm back home right now, not at college anymore. I was really awkward with editing still. In fact, for most of this I was. It was after this I started to get more confident and sharp in editing. So watching my favorite Instagram Reels #1 will go into here. It's a genuinely funny watch. In fact, I think this is like the 3rd most popular video on the show now. Now, Black Ops 6 split screen, either not working or hard to see. Ah, you see, this is a big turning point. This is when I was getting more curious into editing. Video itself is pretty boring. Audio leveling isn't great, but the edits were there. I was getting really curious and experimental here. This will go into D tier. Not exactly a fun watch, but it did bring attention to the bugs with Black Ops 6's split screen that eventually did get fixed. Watching my favorite Insta Reels #2. Same case with Insta Reels #1. This will go into C tier for the same reasons. Getting back into the groove of things and practicing my editing. Now, watching my liked YouTube videos. Same reason, same idea, different platform. While watching my liked YouTube videos #2. This will go into C tier. It's very easy to make these watching my favorite Reels or YouTube videos, because it's just such a fun time laughing at those, and then laughing even more in editing. Very low effort content that, for that reason, I don't like, because I just have a problem with like watching something then plastering my face over it and calling it mine. Okay, now here's a major turning point. Welcome to the show, the new channel trailer that's only for 30 seconds. Ooh, this isn't something a lot of people will willingly watch. In fact, it's the first thing you see when you come to the show. So, since it did rectify the mistakes of my original channel trailer down here, this will be going into C tier. It's a bite-sized introduction and like onboarding to the show if you want to stick around. My first complete gameplay series, Miside. If you see my other videos, you know I like this game, especially the Valentine's Day special. Yeah. Since this was the first game I wrapped up, and I was getting more confident thanks to finishing up these videos, I look back fondly on these, and I genuinely believe that this is a nice watch. I've been told by a few online pals that they think it's enjoyable too. So this will be going into B tier. I was finally into my groove, entertainment value was going up, and these were lightly edited because they're horror. If I'm playing a horror game, I don't want to edit them heavily, because I know horror needs you to like very absorb the atmosphere a lot. Cursed Digicam. This was a one-off. I still really want to come back to Cursed Digicam someday. I didn't complete the game. I didn't do too much, in fact. I think I only did like the first like playground level with taking photos, and I called it there because it was getting late at the time. Which is why I think it's a C tier video. Ooh, okay. How Miside did the horror well. These videos, this one I was still making in Clipchamp. My editing skills again were getting sharper, especially after the Black Ops 6 video. Which is why I believe How Miside did the horror well will go into B tier. I did research into Kevin MacLeod's music and like Creative Commons and whatnot, so I used a lot of his music with like credits in the description. Also, I wrote a script for this video too. I really like how this video turned out. It's like a analysis and appreciation for Miside's horror elements. It was after this video, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Iceberg. This video will go into A tier. Some of my best editing, but not S tier yet, because this was still on Clipchamp. Here I was growing tired of Clipchamp. In fact, I made this video, I think in like a singular week. My editing was definitely getting better for the restricted setting I was in. My audio quality was getting better because I did research and set up OBS filters on my mic here to sound how I do right now. Oh, the Valentine's Day special. That was a fun video I made. I liked making that one. That was a nice break from the usual horror I was covering here. Since time in memoriam, we have asked ourselves, what is love? But tonight, I ask of you something more important. Hear me out. Good evening, everyone. You see what I mean? I sound so much better, so much clearer. There's less noise. I'm actually understandable, unlike in my original channel trailer and those old videos. This video was the last one I made in Clipchamp as well. And everything past this point was made in DaVinci Resolve, except for this one I'm not quite proud of. It's what I said in the Miside video. I don't love this girl for her violent tendencies and unstableness in terms of technology. I love her because of her design. Her gray skin makes her look like almost a corpse. The faded hair also does a pretty good job at that, which is something Doki Doki did with Yuri in that one scene. Then the very human eyes and teeth. You see what I mean? I was getting better at articulating my points in this video, like so much more. The background music as well. I did more research into fair use for this one too, and found that Yume Nikki music was just such a great choice. Which is why the Valentine's Day special will be going into A tier, Dream Core. I liked this game, I really did. Parrying off the Valentine's Day special about me articulating my points better, I was speaking my mind so much more in Dream Core, which is why this will go into B tier. It's an enjoyable watch, a little bit long-winded, quiet at times, but otherwise, a stable, thorough watch. A game about digging a hole. As much as I like this game for being like very laid back and a nice break from the horror again, this will be going into D tier because nothing much happened here. I filmed this video for about an hour and cut it down to 30 minutes. It's rather uneventful, I didn't speak too much, and when I did, it was very monotonous. Not too proud of this video. Now, what I feel like is my best work. The Ugly Mita Dilemma. S tier. The reason why I feel so strongly about the Ugly Mita Dilemma is because... Chapter 16, Be Candid. This I'm particularly proud of. This video I also wrote a script for. I did quiet down Mita speaking in this scene to subtitle myself. This text box I'm proud of because I fought a lot with DaVinci Resolve to get this working. When I made this 12 days ago, praying for you, great Mita. Right, when I made this, I really did feel like I got significantly better at DaVinci Resolve's edit and fusion tabs. Ooh, another thing I'm proud of. Instead of clogging up the description with credits, if we go to the ending, you see here, I included it here. It fades to black, you get a second there to read it. That I really liked doing. It made it feel significantly more polished, I feel. Now to end off the tier list, we have watching my favorite Insta Reels number 3. This will be going into C tier. I did make this before, how Miside did the horror well, because I was worried I wouldn't finish it up before that Thursday, but I did. So I've just been pushing it back, postponing it as I kept making more and more. And then I decided to give myself a break, which is why this went up instead of anything else. So here we are. Almost like a timeline of my progress in this hobby, really. You can really see like how much I upgraded from a MacGyver amateur-esque setup in these videos with a PlayStation 4 Pro, a headset, Share Factory, and taking screenshots of still videos I made on my TV for thumbnails, compared to the Ugly Mita Dilemma here, where here, I'm using my laptop, this mic, a real capture card, DaVinci Resolve, OBS, and a second monitor. I write scripts too these days for these kinds of videos. Like, this is real progress. It's like what I said, it's night and day to what the first and the current is. And for that, I'm pretty proud of myself, and I like the direction the show is going. If you liked what you've seen today, and maybe want to see me do another tier list, please like the video, subscribe too, and click the bell as well, so that you'll know when I put something up. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!